Thank you, Aditi. Thank you.
Now, first thing that came to my mind when I looked at your handwriting was your capital letter I. Now, there's not any capital letter, but this one, which is we call graphologically personal pronounced I, where you say I am Sanjay, or when you describe anything that you're doing. Now, that I is essential because it talks about not only you as a person, which it does, but it also talks about your connection with your parents, with your mother and
Oh,
father, and how influenced you are and how supported you felt. So before I talk about anything specifically in your handwriting, that stood out because both your parents really worked very, very hard for you to build yourself the way you have, and even your siblings if you have any.
spot on, spot on, spot on. I mean, wow, wow. I can just say wow. My father came to India in 1947 through the partition.
Okay.
Both of them are born in what is now Pakistan.
Okay.
And he was 12 years old when he came to India with merely the clothes on his body.
My God.
He had a family of 10. So as a result of this, my father had to start working at a very young age.
Hmm.
So he never really got an opportunity to do formal education.
Right.
Was convinced that a sound education is the best foundation you can give to any child.
Right.
And because he sort of had to struggle during his childhood, he
Hmm.
made sure my sister and I got the best. So we went absolutely to the best schools. And then I went to India's premier boarding school when, my family could not even afford it. And everybody at that time had the feeling that boarding school is meant only for children who are, naughty, not disciplined. And here
Sure.
I was a, topper in my school, and, I did well in school.
Right.
But he was very convinced that that's going to be a great experience for me. So for the years that I was in boarding school, my family did not buy any new clothes. They did not go for any dinner outside. They did not go for any holiday. They did not do anything that was, would have allowed them to spend any money. Everything was
Dedicated to your
saved
education.
and dedicated to my education.
Incredible.
I mean, so what you just said, I'm sure it reflects back in what I'm giving you as an example. And there are
Oh,
so many of them, Aditi. There's so many of them, but this was probably the biggest one I could share with you.